Hi, this is Bob for the Live2Play Network, and today we are in Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin at the Holiday Music Motel. You're looking at the oldest neon sign here in Sturgeon Bay. Now you're probably wondering why we've come all the way to Sturgeon Bay. Well, let's find out more. Well, we're here in the lobby of the Holiday Motel, and because it is the Holiday Motel, it's always a holiday, so they have a holiday tree, complete with a color wheel and a variety of musical instruments that you're more than welcome to pick up and play. What do you call it?
It's called a lobo. Here,
a lobo?
Check it out.
So 10 years ago, neither one of you would have ever thought that you'd be in the hospitality industry at this point.
Oh my God. Even, just go back a few years.
Yeah.
No, I've only been managing the place for, a year and a couple months now.
Okay.
Never saw that coming, so.
The festival was a separate thing. The people who bought the motel were all buying a motel.
Yeah.
One of the songwriters was very excited about the experience she had that week, and that was Anna Sachs, who became the first manager of the motel, and she's one of the people who part of our team, who one of the early, she and I decided to find a way to buy it, and we enlisted the help of my sister, who, Christy, who I talked about, the bridge saver.
Yeah.
She and she was helpful in rounding up some people who be interested in investing, and of course Jackson Browne was one of the people that we were able to solicit right away. And once people knew Jackson Browne was on board, a lot of people wanted to get in on it just to be in business with Jackson.
Yeah.
Steelbridge Songfest 2005, the second Steelbridge Songfest with the whole writing and recording in this motel, that was 2006, and then 2007, and then starting the deal, trying to buy it in 2007, we owned it.
Now, do most of the people that stay here know the story and what to expect?
Some do, some don't. I would say more, like in the summertime, it's 98% tourists that find us on TripAdvisor, for the past year, this little old motel has been sitting at #1 in TripAdvisor for all the hotels in Door County, which is kind of crazy when you're up against all these big resorts and stuff like that.
But it's not retro, right? Because it's authentic. It's always been this way? I mean, it wasn't
Well, I guess
created.
we call it retro because it's been preserved, so.
We tore out a wall right there. But aside from that, everything you see is original.
All the furniture and everything in the rooms, it's all original. The diner was put in a year after it opened, so that's from '53. It's a mix of
retro
things,
is fake old, right?
In my book it is, yeah, because I mean, to me this is authentic.
Yeah.
This isn't something created to look this way.
Oh.
This is the way it was.
Right.
So how can it be retro?
That's a good point, actually.
Yeah. An important point goes back to 2007 yet again. They had just bought the place, and then 6 weeks later, in its peak season, it was the day before Pat's birthday, August 5th, there was a fire in the ceiling on the second floor. And it was mainly smoke and water damage, but it was enough that kept them closed for almost 2 years. It was 22 months, so they didn't reopen until June of 2009, right before Steelbridge in 2009.
It was summertime, peak season. The motel was full of guests. We were doing great, well, it was the great time of year. It was the time of year where you want to make your money, the summer. And what happens? We're full of people, and there's this little fire, and suddenly, like I remember being woke up. I was sleeping upstairs, and somebody woke me up, and I was like, saying, "Pat, there's a fire." I'm saying, "Well, call the fire department.
Put it out.
Put it out. Wake me when it's over. Yeah."
Let me know if it gets real bad.
Yeah, it was kind of like that, and then it's like it kept burning. The fact is, the place is so well constructed. It took forever for fire department to even get to the fire. You know, it was
So it's mainly up in the attic.
in isolated area, and it spread to the walls, and you know, so yeah, it was. So anyway, we had to move everybody out, and we had to close our doors. We had just barely begun, and we had to close, and it took 2 years to get back. You know, I'm the creative director for both Steelbridge and the motel, and I'm a volunteer for both, and it's like both can be a full-time job, but I just look at it as my
It's a labor
reason for being, sort of, in a way, like something that I can do that's useful to the community, and
it's a real labor of love for both of you then.
Sure.
so and I get song royalties from, you know, fortunately, like I make my living, you know, through music and through music today, but also a lot of my past work is, you know, keeping me alive.
The royalty checks just keep rolling in. So.
Well, keep coming in just in time.
Yeah.
Once every 3 months. Yeah, and so yeah, a lot of the people involved are just doing it as a labor of love. You know?